Welcome, Wildcats, to Advanced Algebra 2. Now, in this video, I'm going to go over key parts of the syllabus and introduce you to what the blended learning model will look like in this class. Okay. Now, at any time, feel free to read the syllabus in its entirety. All right. First off, supplies. You're going to need to get a 3-ring binder with college rule notebook paper and grid paper. Chromebooks. Students are required to bring their Chromebooks to class every day. Grading policy. There really are 3 categories. Tests are 40%, journal project is 20%, and daily assignments are 40%. Late assignment. Students who fail to turn in an assignment on the due date may still turn it in with a reduction in points. The highest grade a student may receive is a 70 and must be turned in prior to the last day of the 6 weeks. Tardy policy. Students are considered tardy if they are not in the classroom when the tardy bell has finished ringing. All right, so that really goes over the key points of the syllabus. Now, let me introduce you to the blended learning model that will be incorporated in this class. Now, at this point, if you're the student watching the video, you might have your parents watch it with you or watch it and then have your parents watch it after you. Okay, but either way, this part of the video is for the student and the parent. All right, your child has an exciting year ahead in my Advanced Algebra 2 class. Things will be a little different than what you and your child are used to. I'm implementing a teaching model known across the world as a blended learning model. What is blended learning? A blended learning model alters the traditional order of how the material is taught. In short, the relative easy task of taking notes happens at home, and the more difficult assignments completed in class with the teacher available for help. Now, that is what you call a flipped model. But when you take the flip model and you add stations, it becomes a blended learning model. Okay. Now, the 3 stations I'm going to have in the classroom are 1, teacher led, so that station is meant for students that have watched the video or weren't able to watch the video and are going to get a traditional learning of the material. That means I'm going to go over the notes for the majority of the class, and then we'll have a short amount of time to work on the assignment, and then they'll have to finish the assignment for homework. Okay. Now, station 2 is small group. Now, that is for students that have already watched the video and just need a partner or a couple people to work with to finish the assignment in a small group. Okay. Now, the third station is for students that are going to watch the video in class. Now, these are for students that may not have watched the video before coming to class or have already watched the video for today and are moving on to the next day or the day after. Okay. And I'm going to go into those stations and what they look like in more detail at the end of the video. Okay. Now, in a traditional class, the student takes notes and does the examples during class time. The student has the remainder of class time to start their assignment but may not finish it, and there is limited time for the teacher to help the student on the assignment. The student will have to finish the assignment at home without the availability of the teacher's help. In a blended learning model, the students take their notes and work some of the examples at home. When they come to class, the teacher has a short discussion of the notes and reteaches the examples from the video that the student struggles with. The students will use the rest of the class time to finish the assignment with more available time to ask the teacher for help, so they will have little to no homework. Why are you using the blended learning model in this class? The main reason I am doing this model is to have more time to spend helping your child master the content of the course. This is not always possible if I'm giving notes to students during the majority of class time. What does the blended learning model require from me as a parent? The blended learning model enables you as a parent to be more involved in your students' math education. Most parents tend to agree that they do not remember much from their high school math classes and do not feel that they can support or help their student at all when they are doing homework. However, the blended classroom, there are several very easy ways you can help with your child. One, provide your child with a quiet place to watch the lecture video each night. And I'm really just going to go over the three main parts that you can really help your student. You can use all five, but 1, 3, and 5 I feel like are the most important. Encourage them to take their time while watching the videos, which means they pause, rewind, or rewatch portions of the video. 5. Understand they are not expected to have the material completely understood after watching the video. What does a blended learning model require of me or require of my student? The only thing that is different is the type of math homework they are doing. Instead of completing practice problems that they can understand, students simply have to watch a video, take notes, and reflect on the material. What if your student watches the video every night but still does not understand the content? Individualized or small group instruction and support is available during class. That's the traditional classroom model. If your child does not understand the examples from the video and gets frustrated, they can stop the video and they can come to class to have the teacher re-explain the examples in class. Now, let me show you in more detail what really blended learning looks like. Okay, so in my class, there's going to be 3 stations. Okay, now the first one is the teacher-led station. So this is for students that didn't watch the video or watched the video and had trouble, and I'm going to teach the lesson in traditional format, going over the notes and examples with the students, allowing them time to ask questions and stop, pause, and work with them at their pace to understand the material. Okay. The second station I'll have is small group station. Okay. That's for students that have already watched the video, really understood what they watched, and just need to work with a partner or a small group to finish the assignment. Okay. The third station is for students that either didn't watch the video or already watched the video and moving on to the next video. And so they're going to be watching the video lesson in class. Okay. So I hope this helps you understand what the blended learning model is going to look like in my classroom. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me at gregory.luke@tisd.org or call the school, which will, I think, transfer to my classroom number at 254-215-7000. So with that, have a wonderful Wildcat day.